The winter commencement for George Mason University has now begun. Please stand. Please stand for the presentation of colors and the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon. Isn't it a great day? Please be seated. Christina Ortiz, a graduate vocal performance student from the College of Visual and Performing Arts, sang our national anthem. That was wonderful. Give her a hand. Welcome, fellow Mason patriots, families, friends, distinguished guests, as we congratulate our 2021 graduates. Today, we will award more than 4,600 master's, bachelor's, and doctoral and law degrees, as well as more than 400 certificates in ceremonies throughout this day. Yeah? You can applaud that. The students come from 59 countries, 43 states, and a multitude of ethnic, religious, and cultural backgrounds. They are representatives of the largest, most diverse, and most innovative public research university in Virginia. About 28% of our graduates today report that they are the very first in their families to earn a 4-year degree. What a significant achievement. Can all of our first-generation graduates please stand so we can recognize your accomplishments? All our first years. Give them a round of applause. Oh, I can tell this is going to be a live group today. We are proud of all of our graduates, and we know that each of you had support along the way. Graduates, please take a moment today to thank the people who accompanied you on your journey. The moms and dads, the guardians, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, the grandparents, the spouses, the friends, the spiritual leaders, the coaches, the pizza delivery guys. Let's thank all of them right now with a hearty round of applause. You know, these Mason graduates are prepared to lead and prosper in a post-pandemic environment. Why do I say that? Well, for several reasons. You've earned a degree from one of the top research universities in the country. You've earned a degree from a university whose diverse campus looks like what America will look like with no ethnic majority. So you've worked across cultures and context already. And you've not only adapted to change, you're actually generating change. You might not realize it right now, but the real world is actually trying to catch up to you. You're more prepared to prosper in the new reality than many who already live in it. When the world shut down, you broaden your possibilities. You show that you can achieve both community and optimum flexibility. You show that while you crave engagement and you crave interaction, you don't have to occupy the same physical space and occupy the same physical mind space at the same time. We actually saw that firsthand at Mason. You were thrilled to come back to campus, but you often still preferred to take classes online. You created a hybrid way of living and learning and working that has opened new possibilities for all of us. Let me tell you briefly about a few of the class of 2021 leaders and innovators and change makers we're so proud to honor today. One is a conflict resolution analyst, a conflict analyst and resolution major who came to Mason through the Early Identification Program, which finds bright middle and high school students from underserved backgrounds and prepares them for college. We inspire for our graduates to serve others, and this student has done just that by supporting the EIP program as a program assistant, academic success coach, and a peer advisor to boost first-generation students like himself. Another is a graduate double majoring in art and visual technology and mechanical engineering. Now that's a rare combo. She is an example of how we encourage our STEM students to gain a background in the humanities and our humanities major to gain more STEM knowledge. This well-rounded graduate has both. Another graduate we're honoring today is a 43-year-old who originally from Romania, who worked in our Child Development Center for 20 years, but slowly and determinedly working towards her psychology degree in special education and leadership. She is an example of how Mason can get you from point A to point B, wherever your point B is. And We have a graduate student today receiving a master's in software engineering, his second degree from Mason. His parents immigrated to this country from Vietnam and both attended Mason. When he was 4 years old, this student lost his father, a civilian contractor for the Navy, in the 9/11 attack on the Pentagon. He honors his father's legacy by working to promote a better and more just society. Look, as you can tell, this is quite a special group, and that is a testament to the students themselves and to the Mason faculty and staff who do such a tremendous job of educating and inspiring and serving our students. Mason faculty and staff, would you please stand so that we can thank you for the role you have played in the lives of our graduates and for the inclusive community you have nurtured here at Mason. I'd also like to recognize our governing body, the Board of Visitors, for the tremendous job they do guiding and growing this innovative university. Will the Board of Visitors members who are here today please stand and be recognized? Our leadership team, which is the President's Council, are also here today. Would you all please stand and be recognized? And finally, I'd like to acknowledge our Alumni Association for its work to maintain a lifelong bond with the more than 210,000 graduates that come from George Mason. When you leave here today, you will take Mason with you. Please support this university through your advocacy, your service, and yes, your philanthropy. Tell the Mason story. For those of you who settle in Virginia, advocate for Mason with your elected officials. And additionally, hire, recruit, and recommend Mason graduates for jobs. Come back to our campuses to speak and serve in our classes and serve on panels and committees. Encourage others to support Mason by highlighting the value of a world-class research university in Northern Virginia. Contribute to your favorite program, sport, or cause here at Mason. And finally, and of course, return for alumni events, athletic events, and then art and cultural events as well. We want your Mason journey to last a lifetime because what you've learned and experienced here will last more than a lifetime. One graduate who takes great pride in her Mason experience is our guest speaker today. Shaza Anderson is the founder and CEO of TrustStar Bank, the first community bank to be chartered in Virginia in more than a decade when it opened its doors in 2019. Ms. Anderson graduated from Mason with a BA in Area Studies, and she serves on the School of Business's Dean's Advisory Board. Prior to founding TrustStar, Anderson served as vice chair of the board for Sandy Springs Bank. Before that, she was founder and CEO of Washington First Bank, which she grew from a single branch to more than 19 branches in Virginia, Maryland, and the district. Anderson serves on the FDIC Advisory Committee on Community Banking as one of its 18 members nationally, and she serves as the community banking advocate for the FedNow advisory team. She has been recognized by American Banker as one of the top 25 women to watch and named a top banker by Smart CEO magazine twice. The Washington Business Journal has twice included her among its Power 100 and its 50 fastest growing companies, as well as Women Who Mean Business, and Most Admired CEO. Anderson founded Washington First Youth Foundation, which is a local not-for-profit organization dedicated to enriching the physical, social, and mental well-being of children in the Washington area. It is one of the many community organizations she has founded or supports. Please welcome back to Mason, Shaza Anderson. Now I would like to introduce the rector of George Mason University, who will confer the honorary degree.
Good afternoon, and before I do the honorary degree, I just want to say, as a fellow alum who graduated, sat on this very same floor in 1984 and got my diploma, congratulations to everybody. Well done. Thank you, President Washington. By the power vested in me by the Board of Visitors of George Mason University, I now confer on Shaza Anderson the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights and privileges thereunto belonging. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Washington, Provost Ginsberg, deans, members of the faculty, family and friends, and most importantly, the class of 2021. Congratulations on your achievement, and thank you for the honor of spending time with you on this very special day. I remember sitting in your seats only a few years ago, excited about the future and grateful to be done with this important chapter of my life. In preparing for my time with you, I thought back to that time and feeling both excited and tired, ambitious, and maybe even a little nervous about the future. I also recall that I have no recollection of who our commencement speaker was, their words of wisdom, or message back then. Nevertheless, I'm hopeful that sharing some of my perspectives and lessons learned will help you as you prepare to take your next steps and make your mark. The three main ones I'd like to emphasize today are embracing change, working hard, and building relationships. When we think about our future, we often like to imagine that our lives are going to be a straight line, a series of accomplishments that will be stepping stones to a successful career and a happy life. But that's not how life goes. Just look at where we are today and what we've all been through with the pandemic, and how, whether we wanted to or not, our world has changed. And rest assured, it will continue to change. And understanding that is an opportunity for everyone to have an impact and make a meaningful difference. I think back about how different life was on campus when I went to GMU. GMU had one computer, and it was the size of a classroom. When we wrote our papers, we did it by hand or on a typewriter. I think the only place you could see a typewriter right now is in the Smithsonian. It's hard to remember life before digital technology, but it really wasn't that long ago. Things change, and often change is for the better. I encourage you to be bold, embrace change and the journey it offers. I did, and my life very much reflects that journey. My family moved to the United States to escape the civil war in Lebanon. I arrived at age 13, not speaking a word of English. My life had changed. and I embraced the change. When I graduated from George Mason, I accepted a job at a bank as part of their management training program. I thought that program provided a foundation for me and was an important first step in developing myself and gaining experiences. What followed was years of working hard, applying a tireless work ethic to every task assigned to me. Nothing was beneath me to do. If envelopes needed to be stuffed, I stuffed envelopes. And all the while, I was building relationships and looking for opportunities. And when the opportunities came, I took them. I showed up and I did the work, and I encourage you to do the same. One of those opportunities was at a smaller bank where I ultimately became the Chief Operating Officer. I loved the role, and we successfully grew the bank. Sometimes, to move forward, you must be willing to change course. When the bank was acquired, I was then faced with the decision of what to do next. Backed by the trust of my customers, the guidance of a beloved mentor, and the support of my family, I decided to start a bank and was willing to take a risk. I understood banking, and it was and is work I love. However, starting a bank was completely new to me. I was 34 years old with 2 small children at home. So what gave me the confidence to become an entrepreneur instead of looking for another job? 1, I had lived through changes and learned that change is not something to be afraid of. 2, I had worked hard, and over the years I had done virtually every job there is in a bank. And 3, along the way, I had built relationships with fellow employees, customers, investors, board members, and regulators. So I had a network of people who believed in me and I knew would help me. Starting a new bank from scratch was just the challenge that I needed, and it forced me to grow. We started Washington First Bank in 2004 and grew it in 13 years into a public company with $2.1 billion in assets and 350 employees. While I'm very proud of what we accomplished, none of this happened overnight, and it wasn't accomplished alone. It's important to have the courage to take risks and trust people to be part of the journey along the way. Without the team, customers, the hours we put in together, without the trusted and guidance of investors and board members, I'd just be a woman with a dream. Now, I have 2 children who are in their 20s. I get the social media world and the perception it creates of overnight success. The truth is, social media only shows us the results and not the hard work it takes to get there. While we get to see Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos being launched into space, we forget that Elon Musk slept in an office for 2 years building his first company. And you may not remember it, but Jeff Bezos started out as a guy selling books on a website. The truth is, there is no free lunch. There is no substitute for showing up and doing the work, building teams, and making things happen. And nothing can replace the importance of the network of relationships you build as you grow your life and career. This was a truth that I lived out when Washington First Bank was acquired 4 years ago. After staying on for a time to assist in the new bank's transition, I found myself a woman of leisure, which is when I quickly realized that leisure time was not for me. So we brought our team back together and started Trust Our Bank. I'm really proud of that fact because it shows the power of relationships, that every one of our team members felt confident coming back together to do it again. Change, even if it's forced on us, is both inevitable and often good. Remember the typewriter? Think how much easier it is for you to turn in your assignments than it was for me with a pen and whiteout. The good news is that you enjoy what you do, you will learn and grow and get paid while you do it. That's success. And if your first career doesn't work out, move on, find another. Explore what you love. Don't seek out overnight success. Whatever you do, do it with passion, because life isn't lived on the sidelines. In that vein, I want to leave you with a brief personal story. When I was a student here, I was very involved. I was in student government, involved in Mason Day, Patriot Day, student ambassador. Through that work, I developed many important relationships and a perspective that the student body needed to be more connected. So I called the university president at the time, and he agreed to buy lunch if I got all the student leaders together to discuss their ideas. Remember, this was the dark ages without email. So I hand-wrote notes to every student leader and put it in their mailbox. Then they had to write me a note back and put it in my mailbox. It's a miracle that we accomplished anything. I got everyone together for the meeting, even if it takes time. Being involved will serve you well in life. You never know when you might find just the right opportunity. As for me, I met my best friend, my husband, and we've been married for 30 years. You never know what awaits you when you put yourself fully into work and life. I've never been disappointed in something I've made the effort to do. Class of 2021, thank you for having me today. It's an honor to spend time with you. I know and I'm confident that you're capable and will accomplish great things. Be courageous, take risks, and always do the right thing. Congratulations again to each and every one of you and your families, and best wishes for the brightest of future. We're all excited to see what you'll accomplish. Thank you.
You know, it wasn't too long ago where she was sitting in the very seats that you are sitting in today. And she accomplished all of that. That's what you can accomplish, and even more, from George Mason University. Please give Shaza Anderson another round of applause. It is now my privilege to introduce Ms. Christine Landahl, a member of the class of 1989 and 1992, and current president-elect of Mason's Alumni Association.
Clap. Hello, everyone. I'm very glad to be here with you guys, and I will be a little biased because I'm a School of Business professor, so yay, School of Business. Awesome. My name, as President Washington said, is Christine Landahl. I am the president-elect to the Alumni Association, your Alumni Association, and I'm just here because I know I stand between you walking across the stage, so I'll be really quick, but I wanted to congratulate you on behalf of the entire Alumni Association that you are now a part of. As President Washington said, it is 210,000 people strong. And I got my accounting degree here, so I started to do a little bit of math when I thought about that number. So if you were to meet one George Mason graduate a day, it would take you 575 years to meet every single one of us. Pretty impressive. If you were to say, I'm going to meet one every hour, only about 25 years. So we have a lot of work to do, to network with each other, get to know each other, and really carry on Mason Nation. Please take your green and gold spirit with you wherever you go, enthusiastically telling your Mason story. You are our ambassadors. Go out there and share that. Continue to seek out and help your fellow alumni and find that common bond that defines Mason uniquely. We are diverse, we are inclusive, we're competitive, we are innovative. We are that and so much more. And at the crux of it all, always choose kindness. As President Washington stated, there are many ways to stay connected as an alumni. When you walk across, you're gonna get one of these stickers, which has a pin on it. Keep this card. I know you're gonna put the pin on and throw this card away, but on the back of it, it has how you can get engaged. We have tons of events. Come back to athletic events. Come speak in classrooms. If you can't find a classroom, come to mine. I would gladly welcome you because you have a story to tell that's inspirational to those who follow you. President Washington often says it's Mason's time, and I want you to really think about the power of that because it is your time to carry on Mason's time out in the business world and wherever you choose to go. Go out and conquer, make us proud, remember your roots and come back to Mason. I wish you continued success as you strive for excellence, my hat's going, and the pursuit of your absolute best. And remember, once a patriot, always a patriot. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you over the next 25 years. Carry on and congratulations.
All right. Are y'all ready to get this show on the road? Outstanding, outstanding. Thank you, Christine. I would now like to introduce the Provost of George Mason University, Dr. Mark Ginsberg.
Thank you, President Washington. In the ceremony which is about to begin, all candidates have been approved by the faculty of the college for which they appear. All degrees are awarded contingent upon certification by the registrar that all degree requirements have satisfactorily been completed. I note that due to COVID protocols, we will not be shaking hands today. Yet as you cross the stage, please briefly pause to be photographed with the President or your Dean, and then proceed down the front stairs to return to your seat. Mr. President, will the Dean of the College of Education and Human Development, Dean Robert Baker, please come forward.
I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for bachelor degrees in the College of Education and Human Development. Jacqueline Alungji.
John Francis Anulat. Picture.
Rodrigo Gamara Fafan.
Erica Ramirez.
Solman Mukhtar.
Marcelo Phoebus.
Rachel Washberg.
Alicia Parkhurst.
Agnes Race.
Omar Afifi.
Dylan Peck.
Kiara Jalali.
Kyle Mel Dellin.
Anka Chowdhury.
Aaron Sanders.
Natalie Garcia Guzman.
Omar El Said.
Jenny Zengni Wen.
Ryan Kane.
Ishraki Tantu.
Ira Walker Jr.
Amanda Croxton.
Sharang Najim.
Sandra Rannick. Orvin Weatherly. Monica Scharf. Joanne O'Brien. Stephen Figueroa. Jasmine Victoria Leposki.
Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Education and Human Development. We now have the honor to present candidates for master's degrees in the College of Education and Human Development. Charmel Green.
Min Sun Sunny Chu.
Nancy Caius.
Sarah Teckler.
Daniel Rodriguez.
Savina Williams.
Katie Christian.
Wendy Cordon Acevedo.
Veronica Kriavukor.
Jamilet Bonilla.
Jennifer Correas.
Vishnu Tamang.
Natalie Albers.
Malis Aiken.
Lauren Villasenor.
Marie McDowell.
Ash Tiong.
Clint Carell.
John Biggs.
Asta Diane Clark.
Christopher Marukas.
Julia Fontaine.
Ashley Forster.
Dion Young.
Lace Farabee.
Renee Peckinpah.
Jojo.
Vanessa Blevins.
Taylor Moss.
Elliot Merker.
Kayla Cummings.
Teresa Gallup.
Emmanuel Hill.
Karima Abida.
Yolanda Comfort Simmons.
Thomas Calderon.
Lindsay Berger.
Rosa T.
Nicole Radigan.
Faith Plavchan.
Younghwa Martin.
Amy Dummers.
Caroline Grimes.
Michelle Karwowski.
Sumaya Osman.
Rosemary Brifo.
Juliana Bonnet.
Nicole Davies.
Natalie Leggett.
Mina Bisht.
Soraya Bataji.
Carolina Echevarria.
Joan Lewis.
William Walker.
Margaret Tate.
Shirlene Rahman.
Ward Offman.
Anna Batyan.
Ryan Waman.
Stephanie Kerb.
Ariana Casita.
Huda Al Nasser.
Olivia Ariza.
Yuina Wa.
Connie Sufazada.
Megan Leach.
Khadija Ali.
George Breto.
Shannon Riney.
Dominique Smith.
Victoria Angel.
Sharaf Bansarbule. Shanique Lewis. Daisy Munoz. Haley Worsley. Nikki Jawadian. Michael Carney. Elizabeth Jane Corbin. Lauren Elizabeth Reed. Leo McClellan. Guarjit Kaur.
Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for degrees in the College of Education and Human Development.
President Washington, will the Dean of the School of Business, Maury Piperall, please come forward?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for bachelor degrees in the School of Business. Layla Sharif.
Ashley Lakshmi.
Kareem Idris.
Amy Guillen.
Abdifata Isi.
Alexander Chiquetto.
Yuel Mekunan.
Kyle Meikle.
Mekel Wright.
Nicholas Frazee.
Clayton Holden.
Tirhas Zeleki Haitasingh.
Bilgun Erden Mensaihan.
Francisco Marin.
Carl Wimmer.
Omar Shinquation.
Michaela Herrera.
Ryan Juarita.
Marco Pernisco.
Salman Shahab.
Lanking Shing.
Sarmad Bhatti.
Catherine Pardo Polo.
Mark Butling.
Sachini Amara Singhe.
Jonathan Ballin.
Tanya Aquino.
Maria Yolanda Cerato Peña.
Alexis Van Hook.
Ariel Laguerre.
Samuel Case.
Philmon Waldo Girges.
Apina Asawan Kisathian.
Malika Raouf.
Heywan Rau.
Myra Berrios.
Rowe Jung.
Vanan Lee.
Christopher Phillips.
Muska Momand.
Tao Cham Pham.
Iona Baranga.
Michelle Yi.
Alejandro Romero.
Nika Fakri.
Natalie Gorgon.
Queenie Nugent.
Andrew Cedar.
Caitlin Newen.
Anita Nariman.
Jacob Mast.
Junayed Ahmed.
Ali Bouchard.
Osmar Rosales.
Gabrielle
Jimenez.
Karim.
Simran Gera.
Samir Waziri.
Iyushri Dakal.
Hajir Abduwahab.
Isra Rizwan.
Parmit Paul Buller.
Monpreet Mahil.
Abdulaziz Amari.
Lin Chung.
Deepak Kanal.
Rami Esawi.
Yiyang Tang.
Norina Zeb.
William McDonald.
Amina Ahmad.
Natalie Lopez.
Brian Perryru.
Nicole Keys.
Kayla Tyson.
Haruka Nakata.
Eunice Mohammed.
Peter Chung.
Peter Calamares.
Zhanggu Zheng.
Alina Khalid.
Lauren Lin.
Fahar Minhaj.
Daniel Burton.
Rayan Elmandi.
Brian Pendleton.
Jackson Miles.
I like that. Kyle Scotland.
Mike Andia.
Jose Perez.
Zachary Radigi.
Lou Patrick Francisco.
Paul Arispe.
Priscilla Darvina Pandori.
Andrew Soria Quiroz.
Chris Mora.
Victoria Stepan.
Caitlin Rayback.
Corey Diaz.
Shady Sayuni.
Suknain Kalse.
Carlo Mandarino.
Dilmanjit Kalse.
Andre DeClerc.
Rapandor Atwal.
Jason St. Cyrin.
Dong Ti Yung Ti Huan Le.
Liming Zhang.
Quan Tran.
Kong Wan.
Noor El Gamal.
Anthony Quinteros Castaneda.
Osman Ahmed.
Nathaniel Bessinger.
Renzo Cabrera.
Brendan Zane.
Danilo Mickey.
Thomas Hewlett.
Iris Forson.
Jared Maley.
Nicholas Drury.
Barhu Zaret.
Ahmed Bega.
Andrew Nobles.
Sin Ying Lin.
Abdullah Samha.
Jason Oswald.
Tiana Escalante.
Kemal Erdikbas.
Alexander Campos.
Ferdos Bazdidi.
Victor Ruiz Dominguez.
Jacob Nardo.
Kendall Kilgove.
Khatun Altuami.
Najina Wara.
Albatul Alatas.
Alexander Jackson.
Garrett Stengel.
Boaz Malik.
Chadwick Harris.
Kirit Kandui.
Jonathan Albarasin Moya.
Philip Bean.
Russell Jones.
Charles Damron.
Jenna Ray Mathalon.
Jennifer M.
Michael Lewis Robinson.
Mary Cannon.
Mario Cuellar Lopez.
Alishma. Say it again. Yeah. Alishma Sammy.
Melanie Burgos.
Shok Alawad.
Catherine MacArthur.
Michael Tukarara.
Shoru Rutan.
Grayson DeGroat.
Ravneet Nejir.
Dania Salim Yagmore.
Diana Rengefo Elmore.
Natalia Palacios.
Blanca Castro Moran.
Suki John.
Kevin Orellana Pinutuj.
Leonardo De Paz.
Tala Al-Sakaji.
Jamilet Valdez.
Kelly Ann Alexia Z. Yao.
Luke Bassich.
Paola Danielle Prudencio.
Brian Law.
Genevieve Martin.
Robert Moraturi.
Samantha Montgomery.
Alexander Hussein.
Eden Solomon.
Kelly Nye.
Gina Gurung.
Virginia Coe.
Sophie Florence.
Anna Candelario.
V. Nguyen.
Arya Nabavi.
Alex Lee.
Silong Wen.
Ariana Manansala.
Kiara Rojas Cortez.
Caitlin Sonneville.
San Young Jung.
Olivia Farber.
Hannah Lee.
Shaban Beg Chowdhury.
James Jung Ju Ha.
Nilufar Kamushi.
In-law Yang.
Khalid Saleh.
Abdeltif Bensouda.
Bao Nguyen.
Hiron Ko.
Tram Lee.
Kevin Alexander.
Alia Aliryani.
Jose Arzate.
Saida Anzum.
Najneen Snena.
Saida Tasmin.
Nora Ifaf.
Tasin Saib.
Jaff. Okay, got it. Armand Jaff.
Guyeth Al Gabra.
Hagen Clevenger.
Abdul Aziz Atiya.
Manuel Vasquez.
Jessica Cho.
Hoseng Shin.
Ligan Das.
Baha Moore.
Tina Lee.
Akasiwa Rosman Gamayotsimi.
Jamal Snow.
Christian Zared Henojosa Siles.
Victor Ludenia. Daniel Chang. Abdul Alim. Sophia Paca. Maricia Zeman. Elizabeth Gonzalez Sanchez. V. Doe. Javier Sanchez. Eric Sanchez. Lynn Nguyen. Do you have your? Oh, okay. Good job.
Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for a bachelor's degree in the School of Business. We now have the honor to present candidates for master degrees in the School of Business. Jennifer Adams.
Beth Turgeon.
Rachel Edwards.
Alexandra Alzufar.
Sarah E. House.
Joel Tawid.
Erandi Maza.
Diana Yildirim.
Natasha Sullivan.
Travis Foster.
Robert Edward Williams III.
Tralisha Corbett.
Is it Wenger or Wenger? Frederick Wenger IV.
Sophie O'Neill.
Tawa Yan.
Robert Bowers.
Dominique Delicio.
Xiaochun Wang.
Christian Anthony Hayes.
Nancy Munoz Albanza.
Honey Chilan Medina Wyatt.
Rajette Steele.
Matthew Scott.
Nadia Samayoa.
Eric Younker.
Samuel Cruz. Thomas Massey. Mamoun Majdalawiya. Robert Hancock.
Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for degrees in the School of Business.
President Washington, will the Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, Dean Jermaine Lewis, please come forward?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for a bachelor degree in the College of Health and Human Services. Kelly Kokar.
Fajon Nash.
Xiomara Rivas.
Alexis Tibbs.
Tu Lu.
Jaeyoung Christner.
Gabriela Sines.
Elena Maxey.
Meron Gesisis.
Kinlin Chang.
Haley Green.
Isaiah Lauder.
Samantha Huntington.
Malet Woldemikau.
Tiana Ayala.
Tigist Wolder Kirkos.
Lubna Farron.
Karina Hernandez Marquez.
Juhi Sate.
Grace Buck.
Sumika Jasel.
Myra Imran.
Noura Azza Saeed.
Shruti Patel.
Tamu Bui.
Cindy Orellana.
Claudia Arguello Ventura.
Simran Francis.
Andrea Moreno Perdomo.
Nana Ose Boama.
Tien Loc No.
Jenny Tran.
Bin Motoki.
Matthew Friedman.
Anthony Peterson.
Jessica Chicas Gonzalez.
Laura Gray.
Fahima Naimi.
Matilda Ocheri.
Karina Renchi.
Huzar Modomnid.
Puja Konama Tauru.
Jennifer Ventura Blanco.
Nada Rashwan. Gabriela Perez.
Lamis Abdonim Said Vahit.
Kinza Rauf.
Rasha Abdulrahman Omar.
Carla Evora.
Sarah Imam.
Sarah Al-Sadi.
Louisa Moser.
Nu Nguyen.
Dashka Kokum. Susanna.
Radwan Mohamud.
Susanna Quant.
Abigya Lami Chan.
Nakia Triam Griffin.
Sadie Smith.
Habibi. Dina Habibi.
Asia Williams.
Madeline Rafaelano.
Blanca Argueta Ochoa. Karen Ramirez. Kelly Tu. Ameda Sese.
Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Health and Human Services. We now have the honor to present candidates for master's degrees in the College of Health and Human Services. Asma Hussein Abahis.
Sarah Hodgson.
Tricia Weston.
Mary Chomnan Pol.
Renuka Bima Varapu.
Courtney Olszewski.
Qasim Damad.
Jennifer Kumar Shale.
Albert Johnson.
Stephen Smith.
Ryan Lohr.
Kristen Sigler.
Diana Amim Husseiki.
Jessica Peterson.
Miramar Augusto.
Lakshmi Raghavan.
Ayana Toomer.
Suhashini Rananathan.
Jacob Rodriguez.
Edward Guzman.
Nicole Phones.
Jessica Shockley.
Natalie Musfer.
Erica Johnson. Haley Hughes. Rehan Saeed. Josquez Vasquez Villate. Nafis Labib. Hannah Asley. Chia Chun Chang. Yu Huan Wu.
Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for degrees in the College of Health and Human Services.
President Washington, will the Dean of the College of Science, Dean Fernando Morales Wilhelm, please come forward.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for bachelor degrees in the College of Science. Irene Amal Khan.
Ramez Bakhtari.
Rowan Al-Rafi.
Mariam Awad.
Yusun Han.
Alexandria Cox.
Caitlin Marcella.
Lauren Neufeld.
Frozan Nouri.
Princeton Law.
Michael Bowen.
Sabrina Lewis.
Amelia Ely.
Ahmad Gusi.
Rafan Mohammed Alabeshi.
Benjamin Yike.
Osam Ahmed.
Niall Lee.
Tazbiha Padma.
Nilufar Karim Nejad.
Aysen Yazdan Panana.
Fariha Mohammed.
Taylor Crosby.
Rachel Trent.
Caitlin Weidman.
Fozia Abdi.
Samantha Borgstrom.
Galana Gazacho.
Hannah Wood.
Tahara Islam.
Charlotte Jonides.
Mary Carmen Sanchez.
Nibraz Farouk.
Andrea Iriarte.
Armand Dower.
Benjamin Bustamante Abate.
Torrin Fitzgerald.
Sean Michael Callahan.
Zachary Sauter.
Timothy Sproul.
Brian Tasker.
Monique Lay.
James Matthew Alleman.
An Yiem Ho Pham.
Ragad Sanuri.
Tanya Vijayan.
Farkunda Zia.
Ana Cecilia Cordon Fernandez.
Afifa Amadze.
Adriana Marcela Murphy.
Idris Warwick.
Paige Hollington.
Mercedes Rose A. Great.
Patrick Harmon.
Totiana Shera.
Angela Barraker.
Roberto Carlos Aguirre Rojas.
Logan Smith.
Kevin Douglas Morrison.
Sirada Aruncharatorn.
Dylan Young.
Zarawa Ashraf.
Louise Singer.
Yuna Ku.
Nazia Rahman.
Ameamor Bilachford Rodriguez.
Fazila Wadun.
Lenya Sali.
Gaston Linares Arias.
Chanel Green.
Shiting Shani Wong.
Archie Segal.
Ade Mengistu.
Yasra Al-Asadi.
Farah Bayram.
You gonna go first?
Zainab Qureshi.
It's okay. This is yours? Anusha Kishore Paliu.
V. Wen. Brian Cash.
That's right. Muhammad Raja.
Ivan Stoku.
Parastu Mazami Gudarzi.
Taha Safaras.
Thank you. Sabine Stewart.
Melinda Rogers.
Shelby Payne.
Irma Sorto Palacios.
Alyssa Glenn.
Sarah Qureshi.
Carolyn Wiedaman.
Jamie Davis.
Erin Grace Drake.
Binish Suju.
Alexa Bonilla.
Pyman Semer.
Gaston Sanchez.
Ari Trang Wien.
Camila Casio Perez.
Marina Huang.
Quentin Jameson.
Brianna Calkins.
Omar Saeed.
Malit Admasu.
Kikelomo Akinwale.
Liana Baker.
Warda Ulhuk.
Gabriela Urbina.
Astrid Ruiz.
Jingwen Ma.
Alisa Gazmayez.
Yuhang Zhao.
Maria Monica Arango Mesa.
Helene Rochelle Marie Pinto. Adam Groschel. Josiah Thomas Ing. Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for bachelor degrees in the College of Science. And we now present candidates for master degrees in the College of Science. Courtney Bridges Haler.
Brenna Thim.
Yasmin Ramani.
Samantha Hadley.
Iyarnu Oleka.
Kristen Zillman.
Youngjun Kwan.
Menharobi Hassan.
Chelsea Ward.
Ryan Tigner.
Jacqueline M. Davis.
Thomas Francis Nance IV.
Danielle Maynard.
Iris Abreu.
Spindana Tamanidi.
Linfeng Chen.
Kimberly Coleman. Luis Fernandez.
Rina Al-Sheheki.
Catherine Fernandez. Mr. President, this concludes recognition of candidates for degrees in the College of Science.
How y'all feeling there? Y'all good?
President Washington, will the Dean of the College of Engineering and Computing, Dean Kenneth Ball, please come forward.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for bachelor degrees in the College of Engineering and Computing. Lauren Nicole Alstrom.
Charles Rierick,
Elia Awudetsi,
Michael Fialk,
Walid Jami,
Liam Marsh,
Patrick Hawks,
Jaha Amir,
Nitha Ubasi,
Mustafa Fetrat,
Jechu Moon,
Isaac Boompog,
Marinella David,
Rashan Alsbeni,
Ume Hani,
Sahil Qureshi,
Amarpreet Singh,
Jacob Lewis,
David Matthews Sakdalan Kanlas,
Jungmin Cho,
Samuel Yoon,
Salman Ahmed,
Samuel Anderson,
Colby Steele.
Ahmed Iqbal,
Hold on. Robert Hoffrichter,
Syed Hamza Ahmed,
Vudan Hu Win,
Ethan Lannon,
Ahmed El Ghazar,
Rakshita Patina,
Alejandro Calicho Mamani,
Anuridhi Gupta,
Juan Rosario Cruz,
Michael Joseph,
Daniel Ramos,
Arjuncia Hura,
Segni Murga,
Adriana Jaramillo,
Fatima Zahura,
say your last name. Okay. Siri Chanadana Ilavala,
Mir Farouk,
Nawaf Agamdi,
Siddharth Kumaran,
Ben Hur,
Matthew Hang,
Magdalene Potts,
Kiati Sharma,
Nicholas Scott,
Bobby Hosseini,
Kamis Asuredi,
Jacob Andrews,
Hashim Khan,
Nur Eldin Koteb,
Sean Kwan,
Abdallah Soliman,
William Yuen,
Noah Pillow,
Devin Pearso,
Keith Caballeron,
Nicholas Vizon,
Kamika Wilson,
Ramisa Mustafa,
Han Nguyen,
Christian Konstantinov,
Tushar Gupta,
Daniel Lay,
Felipe Sho Miki,
Andres Reyes,
Stephanie Cyphers,
Prashant Trishna,
Adam Thompson,
Huda Kali,
Alec Thompson,
Isaac Smith,
Ismail Shofik,
Sydney Parker,
Faisal Shafik,
Nanakwame Bansu Amoa,
Rashed Salim,
Armand Jumanji,
Jordan Carnes,
Shiny Chakuri,
Nathaniel Krasner,
Tone Ha,
Robert Minter,
Kevin Jos,
Robert Kirkula,
Eduardo Argueta Cantenziano,
Colton Ramey,
Deepak Acharya,
Arslan Bangu,
Dania Castro Ramirez,
Nathaniel Pedro,
Joseph Saguli,
Brian Pham,
Laza Antique,
Gio Jung,
Amber Hartman. Go ahead.
Don Savin de Oliveira,
Sharzad Sharifi,
Kyle Salatin,
Anika Umlam,
Zachariah Osman,
Nicole Amal Mizer,
Jordan Clark,
Charlie Norman Blakeney,
Adnan Akhtar,
Cameron Harris,
Brandon Amin,
Arta Shala,
Gerson Galicia Ortiz,
Abraham Ansori,
Edward Ahn,
Nahom Absu,
Zenish Nupani,
Justin Tran,
Dav K. Guyong,
Jabir Singh Kang,
Ephraim Kebedi,
Zahin Pashtun,
Simon B. Legas,
Curtis Jett,
Carlos Morales,
Steve Tran,
Crushishkesh Ayaraso Maya Puela,
Nat V. Tran,
Daniel Nee,
Quinn Dow,
Catherine Simpson Vittorio,
Matthew Smith,
Christian Mareo,
Claire Allen,
Momoka Good,
Zane Wilson,
Christopher Nguyen,
Sam Lurch,
Alcides Rubio Salmeron,
Harun Ayubi,
Rowan Reel,
Bernadette Reynolds,
Abdullah Ahmed Al-Mafaji,
Austin Mulville,
Ali Al-Sayed,
Andrea Fernandez,
Alexander Swingle,
Robert Hooks,
Adam Merheb,
Sierra Britt,
Daniel Patrick Doheny,
Zanib Malik,
Hadi Iskandar,
Michael Nguyen,
Matthew Lee,
Raul Johnny Kaneda Parunge,
Jesse Rogers,
Christopher Yanis,
Leon Sullivan,
Abraham Stephen Cardenas Serrano,
Saad Asef,
Mofid Alabi,
Hussam Nasib Abdul Kalek,
Yusef Arishesh,
Shamel Abdel Onim Awad,
Osama Nasser,
Wael Husseiki,
Sibgatullah Ahmed,
Cassandra Balbuena,
Zeman Shakil,
Austin Matthew Vetch,
Philip T. Gloria,
Abdallah Mortala,
Raul Puza,
Mahana Badir,
Lily Patterson,
Nan Tain Lee,
Ahmad Nadim,
Kevin Piseth Hin,
Eric Fernando Garcia.
Marissa Ellen Garber.
Xuanxin Zhang.
Jonathan Diaz.
Siam Amir Chaudhry.
Dominic Lowry.
Piruz Ebedayad.
Ian Meyer.
Jintao Hu.
An Nguyen.
Elias Gomez.
Grace Morrissey.
Omar Sheikh.
Joe Costa Oliveira.
Jaya Pudel.
Jordan Tron.
Duke Dow.
Jonathan Small.
Eamon Fatima.
Eric Rika.
Vu Win.
Nareen Kamar Raju.
James Yoon.
Mahdi Hassan.
Tej Kanitkar.
Navdeep Bogal.
Devlin Cipher.
Juan Alvarez.
Tanner Holland.
Ayub Benpakivie.
Sokratna Sun.
Zachariah Ahmed.
Jihun Lee.
Ilyas Isa.
Fidel Chamba Wangu. Fidel Chamba Wangu.
Dalil Hamel.
Subait Subaidi.
Rudika Kusne.
Derek Genius Pham.
Ariana Jung.
Rizia Mahmood.
Rita Chankob.
Daniel Walder.
Jordan Z.
Chance Burrows.
Ijo Fang.
Nader Abdalu.
James Lang.
Tamim Rahani.
Umar Sheikh.
Armin Masao Neja.
Kayla Bui.
Tristan Hensley.
Sean Rankin.
Andrew McConnell.
Firdaus Nouri.
Abdullah Kafour Krishna.
Evan Gonzalez Maywina.
Abra Shamimi Darzi.
Melanie Evangelista.
Joseph Greaser.
Fong V. Deng.
Christelle Kapayachi.
Erdem Marut.
Bhupinder Singh.
Rodrigo Sanchez.
Tyler Quigley.
Nichakorn Chakrian Sukjai.
Jose Vigil.
Ina Kim.
Chloe Androsol.
Kobina Wilson.
Kenny Peng.
Amanuel Zude.
Sean Warner.
Mohsen Tabala.
Nea Imwan.
Jamie Bolero Martinez.
Sasha Hernandez.
Akriti Kanal.
Sohana Adari.
Maalet Ainalem.
Tiantra Shu.
Zacharias McConan. Emmanuel Jones. Ranjita Gunda. Jeffrey Addo. Seli Segla. Esther Coe. Kevin Tavara. Nafi Anaf. Luis de Jesus. Hemanguni Varma. Nathan Spivey. Zaid Yassin. Ahmed Abdul Wahab. Emmanuel Kidano. Andrea Motas. Zahin Farouk. Meghana Perduru. Nikita Shade. Scott Durand. Sunny Fonmeni.
Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for bachelor degrees in the College of Engineering and Computing. We now present candidates for master degrees in the College of Engineering and Computing. Sarah Ecoli.
Matthew Vincent Presser.
Marisa Miliora.
Michael Reed.
Walter Benitez Cedillos.
Emil Isael Kuri.
Say your last name. Purewat Nitikuchanan.
By Hanuddin Bezad.
Apisit Junkun.
Shirkan Kudusi Slimankel.
Ching Hung Chung.
Azaria Admasu.
Sai Chin Yu.
Huichao Zhao.
Nikita Lingutwa.
Kyle Merrick Williamson.
Shrava Pagadala.
Jessica Sikioko.
Akila Pagadala.
Brenda Taylor.
Paulo Sarmiento.
Guohua Sun.
Swati Polishati.
An Nguyen.
Kituna Upala.
Christopher Richardson.
Yuting Wendy Wong.
Habimbola Abel.
Aguilar. Christopher Aguilar.
Ali Gulkar.
Virain Joshi.
Saravana Valaban Sumutra Pandi.
Shridata Bangu.
Adam Ferguson.
Karthik Thota.
Jacob Antman.
Bhargav Ram Nara.
Ramez Atta.
Okay, do you want this whole thing?
Drake Moretz.
Chakravardan.
Nanditha Hilly.
Sai Ganesh Mandava.
Venkata Sushant Kumar Maganti.
Ting Ye Yang.
Pranith Konda.
Robert Bowers.
Shreya Reddy.
Ralph Gregory Panomoyane.
Matthew Glover.
Anika Tassin.
Bauer Alisa.
Numruta Rea.
Mohammed Saad.
Tina Johnson.
Hamza Habib.
Bhavana Amadi.
Roshan Sheikh.
Harshita Turlapati.
Brittany Wong.
Vishnavi Raput.
Roger Celadonio.
Is it Neha or Neha? Neha Kanda.
J. Bakul Derukar.
Surath Reddy.
Carlos Lasso de la Vega.
Michael Thompson.
Manuel Jimenez Martinez.
Austin Brown.
Kavavina Abdusumili.
Shrikar Reddy Karima.
Siri Janoda Kirtitipati.
Raji Shashank Pini.
Basharat Ahmed Khan.
Ashish Kumar Meruga.
Janine Minnick.
Rakesh Kalishran.
Eric Lamb.
James Baker.
Olga Hilal.
Matula Hashi.
Grace Cox.
Say again. Rishi Thodadupur Nori Rajender.
Kelly Ellis.
Sangram Sian Patil.
Haniche Brown.
Sahiti Reddy Godashala.
Ikechukwu Onuchukwu.
Say it again. Satrika Kamisiret.
Omid Beheshti Shirazi.
Adari. Chaya Radari.
Alejandra Luna Guzman.
Nikita Saji.
Charlotte Petchi.
Sri Harsha Varan Veligut.
Binuthna
Thank you.
Childrokuru.
Andrew Cordani.
Deepthi Tama.
Stuti Polra.
Togi Tumorbat.
Juan Pablo Mendiata Solano de la Sala.
Mazyar Katuzian.
Srujan Reddy Tekula.
Philip Butts.
Tujashri Bonham.
Richa Malthoitra.
Srihasa Vinjela. Tota.
Sanjana Shravya Nagulapati.
Rechna Tota.
Vaishnavi K.
Ashwini Pudika Venkantramana.
Tan Vo.
Bendu Sarika Potluri.
Mario Ventura Reyes.
Siva Shalini Kistarede. Arush Kukreja. Jiwon Cheng. Okay. Amar Pawar. Sai Kumar Mukha. Nikhil Shah. Shreya Bavajaru. Parneeth Marella. Harpreet Kaur. Rizmi Krishma. Edris Ghaffori. Asad Suja. Rafia Chauhan. Sharan Gimir. Mr. President, this concludes the recognition of candidates for degrees in the College of Engineering and Computing.
President Washington, this concludes the awarding of all degrees for the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations.
It is indeed Mason's time, and it is your time. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now the moment you've all been waiting for. Will all degree recipients please stand? By the powers invested in me as president of George Mason University, I confer on each of you that degree for which you stand, with all rights and privileges thereunto belonging. You may now move your tassels to the conferred position from right to left. Thank you and congratulations. You may be seated. As we now close, I wish you, the class of 2021, the wisdom and the courage to go forth and make your mark in the world. May today's accomplishments signify for each one of you the new beginning of a new chapter in a long story of success. Please stand and join with me in the singing of our alma mater.
George Mason, George Mason, we honor you today. Our alma mater is the source of patriot pride. From far and near on the world we come to learn, side by side. We love our George Mason, we're proud of the green and gold. Those colors stay with us, those colors grow with us, those colors keep us patriots, true and bold.
Thank you so much, Christina. please remain standing as the platform party and faculty recesses.